Hi everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. Okay, today I have a special sneak peek and just kind of review and demo of the new WAYNE GOSS Holiday 2015 brush for you. I mean, you've seen the photos. Thank you so much, Wayne, for the regram. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you so much. You've seen the photos, but I want just to kind of talk about it. I want to show it in real life. Look at the size. So this gives you, like you can see my hand, this gives you a really good idea of how big it is. And it's the same like murdered out black handles with the embossing, his name on it. And the brush hair is a mix of blue squirrel and then a little bit of synthetic so that it doesn't like kind of flop or collapse, which is why you can see it keeps that nice, like just really like straight shape. It's hard to talk about a brush that's this magical and this beautiful. I don't have anything like this. I've never seen a brush like this. I don't have another brush like this. I've never used a brush like this before, and it's so beautiful. It is the softest. I hate even touching it with my hands because of all the oil in your hands and everything on your fingers. Like I don't even want to touch it. But I've never felt a softer brush. It's very, it's firm, but delicate at the same time, if that makes any sense. Cause it has some nice like give to it, which you want for especially a powder brush or a finishing brush. You want it to have some give because you want it to splay. Like a splay means when the brush like kind of fans out. You want it to splay out as it's going over your skin because it's dispersing that powder in a really nice like soft way so that you don't get a cake face. The other thing is it's really great for like knocking product off. Like if you're baking your under eyes, which most of you in real life like never need to do that. But it's great for like dusting that like powder off, or even if you're doing like a smoky eye. Like a lot of times if I do a really intense smoky eye, I'm gonna put a lot of powder underneath to kind of catch any fallout. It's great for like dusting that off, but it's really meant to be a finishing brush. I mean, it's got a nice shape, but I wouldn't probably contour with it because it's a little bit softer than you would want for a contour. You know, honestly though, it's great along the hairline. So I can see myself using it as a, like to bronze up like that hairline, or just do a sweeping bronzer like across my face. But really how I will be using it is as a finishing brush, a powder finishing brush. Today I used it to set my foundation with my powder. In fact, I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation with 1 drop of Cover FX custom cover drops. And then I've set it with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting powder. This is a micro powder. It's finely milled. So when you're dealing with like a really nice soft brush like this, using like a micro powder, you can see I've just like tapped one in and you can see how much product that picked up. And so then you just want to dust it like on the high, like points of your face, like anywhere for me that needs to be like really kind of set, anywhere that the product's going to move a little bit. But can you see like how perfect this shape is, just to start right here, because I'm oily in the T-zone and I'm really oily around the sides of my nose. So taking this brush and setting it right here in the socket of my inner eye, and then just sweeping it down to where I'm gonna actually like want like to really set it, or sweeping it across like under the eye. It's perfect. So beautiful, beautiful finishing brush. And honestly, you're gonna hear everybody say this is the softest brush they've ever felt, because it's actually the softest brush anybody's ever felt. I can't think of a single brush that compares to this, which is pretty impressive because you know I do have an extensive brush collection and do a lot of brush reviews. So it's bananas. It is very limited edition, very limited quantity. This brush is coming in at $115, and as always with Wayne's brushes, exclusive to beautylish.com. It does go on sale Wednesday, but early access goes on sale Tuesday. I'm gonna link that early access down below because that's probably the only way you're gonna get it. Actually, I would anticipate, because of the limited quantity that this brush was made in, I would anticipate that by Wednesday it probably won't be available. So you are gonna wanna sign up that early access, because then they will text notify you, email notify you, whatever you put down, they'll notify you that the brush is available for early access sale on Tuesday. If you're not on the early access list, I'm sorry, you're probably gonna miss it. So you're not gonna wanna miss out on a brush like this, in my opinion. It's the Japanese handcrafted foodie brush from the same brush studio in Japan that makes all of Wayne's brushes. It's the same craftsmanship. It's the same attention to detail that Wayne always gives in his brushes. If you're a Wayne Goss brush fanatic like I am, you have to have this brush. Merry Christmas to yourself. Get this brush. And if you're just a brush lover, this is a great brush for you. It's not a brush necessity. So if you're like, should I pay my rent or buy this brush this month? Pay your rent, girl, homegirl, pay your rent. But if you are like me and you just have to have the nicest, you want the nicest brushes and you want brushes that are gonna last. Listen, I'll still have this brush in 20 years. I'd put money on it. Right now, I would put a bet on the fact that I will still have this brush in 20 years. Anyway, I really would encourage you, get on the early access list because there are a lot of you that are gonna like be on the fence and you're gonna miss out. So get off the fence. You want this brush. I promise you, it's so beautiful. So like I said, that link is down below and I will link the other products that I talked about down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Wayne, I love you. Thanks for making fantastic brushes.